Hey there YouTube, WhiskeyCactus here, welcoming you back to our Let's Play of The Letter. This is episode number 4. In the last episode, we met some people who were interested in buying the Ermagerd Merchant. And they seem kind of weird. And they also found the letter. Don't know how that happened. But apparently they found it, and they weren't too thrilled about it. So now, we are going to see the fallout of that. And if they're still interested in buying this damn house. So let's go ahead and continue. Hope you're ready for some spoops. Here we go. A smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression.
I assume she's talking about the letter that she found, and they seem to think it was quote-unquote, like, weird art. So, we'll see. We'll see how that turns out.
Anyway, as I was saying...
I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter, in my hands. The sides crinkle in my grip, and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind. Oh yeah, we're in the middle of a panic attack, by the way.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
We don't know who this is. Oh, it's Rose, okay. Didn't even notice when Rose's group rejoined us in the parlor. I want nothing more than to say, no, I'm not alright. I want to leave this place. Because I remember everything as clear as day. Oh, we got our memories back, that's good. Because we got attacked by the ghost in episode 2, and by episode 3, we have kind of selective amnesia about it. Oh dear, story updated. This letter and that woman in the attic. It's real.
The letter... I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Careless. I've been so careless. How do I even tell them that without looking like I've gone mad? Oh, uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, do we show the letter to Rose? Or do we not show the letter to Rose? Now, Rose, I don't think, is a major character. She's not a character that I have, like, a ability to get a profile on. She's not a character that I have any kind of relationship points with. This is an interesting choice. I feel like I should show her the letter. I'm afraid, though, that if I show her the letter, then she's gonna fucking die, and it's gonna be my fault. You know what? I'm gonna regret doing this. I want to show her the letter. I'm gonna show her the letter. Oh god. YOLO. Okay, well the relationship status just updated. And my relationship with Marianne doesn't look like it changed. I don't know. I blurted out before I could even think twice about what I'm gonna say.
Rose, we need to get out of here. This place is cursed.
That was a bad call, wasn't it? I think I did a bad thing. Rose casts a nervous glance at the people in the room. Oh, that fake face. Look at that fake face. Most are still engaged in conversation with their peers, but those curious enough to turn in their heads in our group's direction have been given her trademark saleswoman smile. A tight expression is on her face when she pulls me aside.
Isabella, we've already had a conversation about this weeks ago. Those are just stories.
And I'm telling you that it's not. It's not human at all. I thought it was just nothing, but isn't this letter proof enough?
She gently reaches out to pluck the paper off my hand. Let me guess, it's gonna be fucking blank, isn't it? She folds it back neatly without even taking a glance
Look,
at it.
I'm really getting worried about you. I know you want to see this open house through, but your condition is more important. Give me a few minutes to wrap things up here, and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital.
Okay, sounds good.
No! You don't understand! There isn't a condition, Rose. No concussion at all. I'm fine. But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it.
Before Rose could open her mouth for a retort, a hand lands on both our shoulders, pulling the two of us at a distance closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
Oh, fuck this guy. I really don't like this guy.
Nothing, sir. I just had to clarify a few things with my colleague.
Well, it certainly seems intense. A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion.
You know what, bro? How about get the fuck out of here?
Especially darling little Lily here.
Excuse you? Oh my god. Oh my god, fuck this guy. He gives my shoulder a gentle squeeze while an inscrutable smile spreads across his face.
It's Isabella, sir.
Of course, of course. But my point still stands. And with two beautiful ladies here, I'm sure.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Agreed. Very much so. Pressure on my shoulder lifts as soon as those words leave his wife's lips, while the scowl on her face is like a splash of cold water on me. It's also impossible to miss the displeased frown on Miss McAuliffe's face. Realization that we might lose the sale because of my outburst instantly dawns on me. Rose will be beyond pissed.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make my quick exit. Doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not, I've caused trouble, and Rose can be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
Apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler, her eyes softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
Well, that's good.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands, a small gesture to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of folded paper. Oh, she got the letter? Yeah, it's that stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless, more as an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can. Yeah, somehow I feel like that's not gonna matter. I have this nagging feeling that one way or another it'll find its way back to me regardless of what I do about it. No kidding.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. See if you live long enough.
But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
Pardon me for a second. Sorry about that.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She clasps her hand together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand, to some extent. That doesn't mean I'll feel any less awful. Whether at myself, at the unlucky turn the situation has taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
Come on, how can you not know what noob means? At the memory, we both burst into helpless giggles, earning us strange looks from the guests milling about the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happened. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
Still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who'll fetch you, okay?
She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Okay. Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer. Few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderlies, gathered some ways across from me, is occupied in a friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. A little argument here and occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right, I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. Okay, it's a few hours early from what I've told him, but he did ask for me to call for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter, personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way it works, a free ride is still a free ride. Here's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple minutes, a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects, and...
Shit! Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking
Shit,
for
how
trouble?
loud is this thing
Better
even?
not lie. I'm a cool dude.
Sharp
pretty
ringing
fly for
fills
an
the
Asian
entire
guy.
hall, disrupting the pleasant
Sup, I'm
quiet.
Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better
Soon
not
enough,
lie.
heads begin
I'm a
to
cool
turn in
dude,
search of the
pretty
source,
fly
mine
for an
included.
Asian guy.
My eyes
Sup,
dart
I'm
around the
Ash
small
from
crowd
Deluxe
before
City.
zeroing in on a lone
Baggers,
figure
watch out,
crouching
can't
behind the
beat
same
me.
group
Looking
of
for
old
trouble?
people checking
Better
out
not
the
lie.
decor. This is
I'm a
really
cool
distracting.
dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy.
Decors
Sup,
moments
I'm
ago.
Ash from Deluxe City.
He is facing away
Baggers,
from me,
watch out,
fumbling with
can't
something in his
beat me.
hands.
Looking for trouble?
But I don't
Better
need to
not
see his
lie.
face to know
I'm a
whose
cool
back it
dude,
is.
pretty fly for an
Oh, I'd
Asian
recognize
guy.
that dumb parka
Sup, I'm
anywhere.
Ash from
Without
Deluxe
bothering
City.
to end the call, I
Baggers,
marched
watch out,
toward him.
can't beat me.
After what happened
Looking
today,
for
I'm
trouble?
really not in the mood to
Better
deal
not
with this.
lie.
Of
I'm
all
a
the
cool
times
dude,
to...
pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm
Ashton Frey!
What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for having not recorded.
Ah!
He jumps, lets out an undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping out from his grip. Bounces from one hand to the other in his poor attempt to catch it, before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. Kinda feel sorry for the phone. And the floor. It's not every day that you can catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. Take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward pause passes between us. A blink. A cough. He makes a face. And then, in a too-quick motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget, while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up his neck and cheeks. In another universe, where we haven't known each other for 5 years, and suffering through his teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'd find that adorable. Endearing, even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxiously calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
Ashhole. Love it.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
Yes, you should have.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly, checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches seems to be more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
a mansion,
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point beyond me. The parlor. Curious, I follow his gaze, but before I can figure out what has caught his attention, he places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops the hand resting on my arm, like he has touched something particularly hot, and casually rubs the back of his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Got him.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown in my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how often he looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject, and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, I know he's one of the characters, so somehow he's gonna get looped into the letter regardless. In fact, he's the last person on Earth I'll ever think about telling it to if I can help it. I bet you're not gonna be able to help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he's helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural, he'll never believe those, even if he hears it from a friend, except maybe if it's BECCA. Interesting. Interesting. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun at you every single chance he'll get. Ashhole. What'd I ever do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill a word of what I saw. Nope, over my... what? Why? Why are you doing this? Because before it catches his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
Well, I guess we're heading out. A rush of air greets me as soon as the main door opens. Not the usual autumn draft. That's still a welcome change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me, the soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cadence as he rushes to catch up. He calls out once, twice. The mansion still looms in the background, whispers calling me back, shadows beckoning. Help me. Help me. I don't look back. Well, good thing we're out of there. Hopefully that ghost won't be following me all the way. Somehow I get the feeling that we're kind of screwed. We spend the ride back to Luxborn City in a relatively quiet manner, with only the radio's disjointed hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally, Ash will reach out to fiddle with it until the signal settles, or it's on a respectable volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, if the furtive glances he's been sending my way are signs, I know there are things he's been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained on the passing scenery outside, in the small hope of my disinterest will dissuade him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tosses something at me from the small compartment on the side. It hits me cleanly on the chin before I can make a move to catch it. The small package makes a soft landing on my lap instead.
Sorry.
Fuck you, dude. Glare I send him wipes the smirk about to form cleanly off his face. He clears his throat, focusing his eyes on the road again. I swear he did that on purpose. Ignoring him, I flip the half-forgotten package on my lap.
I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there. Have you eaten lunch yet?
I don't even get a chance to deny it, because right on cue my stomach rumbles loudly and an empty, gnawing feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. No surprise there, I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch BECCA while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess with everything going on, I just forgot until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollow feeling's new to me, though. If anything, it's just one of the things I've gotten used to ignoring over the years growing up. A thanks, and I tear open the package and start nibbling on the edge of the bar. Apart from an acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything after that small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both BECCA and Rose, it's nice to be able to just sit down with someone who's not going to nag at you.
How'd the open house go?
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really, no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job.
Hold on, fuck her. Really? That's so fucking catty.
Which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
Alright. Hold on. Can everybody just stop fucking judging me? Really? Come on. This is bullshit. Isabella needs better friends.
How do you even know about the last one?
Rebecca.
Fuck Rebecca. Oh, God, I don't like Rebecca. Wow, okay.
Anyhow, you're hell-bent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out.
I'm warming up to Rose, but Rebecca is definitely not one of my favorite people here.
Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
He's not entirely wrong. Oh man, I walked right into that one, didn't I?
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
His answer is a small laugh, the kind that screams, "I'm right, I told you so." I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property.
Yeah, people who do that are really fucking obnoxious.
So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Provided I didn't botch it with the rights. Story updated. Ma'am Hannah, in particular, didn't look too pleased with what I did. I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa.
Yo, okay. Let's just stop with that.
Or is it the wardrobe this time?
Stop. It was the attic, okay? He meant that as a joke, but how close it is to the truth made my blood run cold and my own heartbeat a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and apprehension.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
Not angry, just stuff happened.
Like?
Fuck off.
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients. The rights, was it?
I can't answer that. No, we'll change this up. We're not gonna lie. We're gonna try to be as good of a person as we can. At least not without revealing everything that took place in the attic. Yeah, so we're gonna change the subject. Because I like Isabella. I don't want Isabella to be an asshole or a schemer who schemes. So, we're just gonna change the subject, and hopefully that's gonna keep things good with Ash.
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours.
And yes, Ashton has gone up. I feel like we made the wrong choice. I feel like if we had hid the letter, Marianne's relationship would have gone up. And that's unfortunate, because I do like Marianne so far. But it is what it is. We'll have other opportunities, I'm sure.
That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
An over-exaggeration, but changing the subject to something else is still better than outright lying to him. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Because Isabella's a good person. Besides, it never works with him. Not sure if it's just because I'm bad at it or because he's just really very good at his job. What is his job? Do we know? Apparently he reads people very well. Maybe he's like a investigator or something. I don't know. A journalist, maybe. Who knows? He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily shifting a glance over me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Uh-oh. Outside, the sun has already started its descent, casting a vibrant orange glow on the tall buildings. I wonder how long before we reach the venue for Zach's film. Checking the street signs outside, it appears Ash has taken the longer route. Odd, but he's probably trying to avoid the rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
Either that or he's being creepy. He could be being creepy.
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Every morning.
Excuse me, I don't hear you. I'm awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
That earns him a soft punch to his arm. I did laugh at them. But I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of knowing I find most of them funny. Oh, God. It'll only make his head bigger. Stupid Ash.
All right. Lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before? We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
Yeah, so it sounds like he's some kind of investigator, journalist, detective, cop kind of thing. One of those, something in that area. He recounts what he's been doing in the time we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, and the big case he's been stuck working on. Stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we catch each other online. Although most of it, the trimmed-down version. The grammar in this is really, it's really kind of lacking. It's bugging me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Although most of it is the trimmed-down version, only things he can tell. He has always been careful about that. Even in the way he spins his answers to my questions, just enough to satisfy my curiosity. I keep saying I can read, and I keep fumbling my words. It's because of the pressure of being on mic, I know that, but, like, then I choose to do a fucking visual novel, where I just have to constantly read. You know what? Fuck it. But not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, his voice takes on a strained tone when he mentions something about the big case, but I don't dwell on it too much. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if you couldn't bring someone to justice because they keep slipping out of your fingers? If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. His stories never cease to be entertaining to me, though, regardless. If things weren't the way they were back home, maybe I would have considered taking on the same job as him. Interesting. Well, wait, wasn't she? She was, what, fine arts? Yeah, so it doesn't say anything in here about, like, investigative journalism or anything like that. So that's interesting. Maybe I would have considered taking on the same job. Well, okay. Oh. Well, nope, not really. Mama would never allow that. That's interesting, too. But the idea is still there. Along with countless others I've let go. Okay, sure. Time passes quickly between us in this manner, and before I know it, we're already at the movie house. Alright. Small crowd has already formed in front of the theater when we arrive. The Lift Fest, short for Luxborn Independent Film and Theater Festival, attracts a bigger crowd annually, and this year is no different. I've only been to a few indie film screenings with Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter. But I know that for people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event like this is already a big deal. That's absolutely true. Point of no return. I like pocket chibi, that's funny. Whatever that is. Point of no return. Okay. Okay. Especially for a newcomer like Zach. He hasn't even won an award, but just getting a confirmation letter that the festival committee wants to include his movie in this year's lineup already put a grin on his face for weeks. It should. Speaking of the guy, it's impossible to miss. 6 feet, he appears to loom over most of the moviegoers, and with his large build and heavy voice, there's no surprise when people give him a wide berth as they pass by. It's often easy to mistake him for someone intimidating at first glance. I did, back when I didn't know any better. Ash did too, I heard, once early in their friendship.
Oh, there's Zach!
There's Zach! Hi, Zach, what's up?
Hey, you guys! Long time no see!
Interesting how neither him nor Ash are English. Or at least have accents. So I wonder what that's about. Are we all like... Did we all come over together? I wonder if we all came over to England together. I don't know. Zach's face lights up with a smile of his own. He moves toward us with careful steps, taking a significant effort to make himself smaller so as not to bump or accidentally hit anyone. Typical Zach. As he nears, Ash casually raises his hand in greeting and...
Sup, Z-Man, my main man. What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
Oh my god, I hate you. The awkwardness that descends within the immediate vicinity of our small group is palpable enough. Somewhere to our left, a girl giggles, and only then do I become aware of my mouth hanging open. Almost amazed how Ash can say that out loud with a straight face. Almost. Considering his track record, I should be used to it by now. Zach seems to be.
Don't stop trying to act black, Ashton. And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
Called out! I love it. I love it. I like Zach so far. There's fondness underneath his exasperated tone. If this were any other person, he'd likely be offended, but years of friendship and familiarity have made those words harmless to the other's ears. Or at least both to take it in stride.
It's been a while, Zach.
I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Nah, I ended up with chicken down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love it this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Chicken down, huh? How the fuck did that happen?
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad.
You really have no idea.
A beat passes. Then Zach laughs.
Hey, I'm kidding. You know you can always count on me.
It's a story only the two of them are privy to. Every now and then, Ash will enlist Zach's help on something. BECCA and I never really found out what the real deal is with those adventures, as Ash calls it, and both aren't willing to tell due to some unspoken agreement. She insists that if it's Ash, it's likely not something illegal or life-threatening. I tend to believe her on that. Alright, sometimes. Oh well, boys will be boys, I guess. Oh yes. Yes, let's keep perpetuating that. I give Zach a small wave from behind Ash when his attention eventually turns to me.
Bella! Huh? Rebecca's not with you. Is she still sick?
Yes.
A bit. But she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. You're literally the only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn.
And it's true. They've known each other far longer than any of us in the group, childhood friends and all. Oh, so they're not dating. I thought Ash and BECCA were dating, I'll be honest. It really sounded like that was the case.
But don't worry, Zach. She's probably on her way here now. She promised she wouldn't miss your movie.
Okay, so childhood friends, and yet BECCA has a thick accent, and Ash has no English accent. Ash is very clearly American. As are the three of us, I would assume. Isabella, probably Filipino-American, but they all sound American. So I'm curious what the deal is with that, why we're all in England. I don't know.
Isabella! Oh, thank goodness!
That sounds like BECCA. Speak of the devil. Without warning, a hand grabs me by the shoulder and turns me around.
BECCA, you're just in time.
I have to lean back a little with the way her face is almost invading my personal space, but she places her hand on either side of my head to keep me still. What's up? Stares at me intently, concern filling her eyes. What, did she talk to Rose?
BECCA, you're squishing my face.
How are you? Are you all right?
Why wouldn't I be?
Rose called me earlier.
Ah, yes, indeed. Those 4 words tell me all I need to know. Since I don't have my family living close by, and the only other relative I have here works on the far side of the country. Interesting. I'm just trying to see if there's any, details in here. Gave my company BECCA's contact number. Okay. I gave my company BECCA's contact number in case of emergency. Yeah, so... Real quick. Journal. Profiles. Does it say why I went to England? Oh, just because she got work overseas. Okay. Okay. But... Wait. Wait. Okay, so they knew each other. We're not all friends. I'm the newbie. Got it. I knew that. I read that before, but it just slipped my mind. Okay. Well, let's see. We've been going about 35 minutes. We'll keep this going, see if we can get to the end of this scene. Hopefully it's pretty soon. I should have known Rose would call her. I push Becca's hands away from my face, although she lets go, her eyebrows remain drawn together.
Oh, no, everything's good. Rose covered for me at work today.
That's not what I'm talking about. How's your head?
Beside me, Ash snickers. I bite back the urge to elbow him in place of trying to avoid Becca's hand as she tries to reach out for the said area. I do my best to dodge her, all at once moving to hide behind Zach. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zach.
Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down. I blacked out for a few seconds and had a minor bump, but it's just that.
You blacked out? It's not something to brush off. Come on, at least let me check it.
It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there.
Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
She did look pale when I saw her.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor. I'll get you back for this. Just you wait.
What? I'm just saying it as it is. If you mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I'm sorry. Saw her?
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. I don't know.
Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure out what it is. Oh. I think Becca likes Ash.
Oh, that's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At least. Good.
Hey, Becca, would you happen to be a teacher at Jelly School?
See? I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. And I don't want to miss Zach's film.
We can always watch it some other time. Sorry, Zachary.
No, it's good. But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
It's the premiere. The premiere's different. Right, Zach?
Shoot him a pleading look. Zach's a sensible guy. He'll understand. Please understand.
Not really. But Rebecca has a point. In the end, I think it's your call.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I want to watch a goddamn movie.
Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it.
You're not missing it. We're just moving it on a different day so we can have a...
You know what? Fuck off, Becca.
Look,
I'm mad at you right now. Ash's loud sigh unexpectedly cuts through the conversation. He's pinching the bridge of his nose as he speaks, something he usually does when he's getting impatient.
If she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's not like we can stop her either. Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
Why are you taking her side?
Fuck you, Becca.
I'm not. But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
Ash, that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself.
That is the absolute wrong thing to say to Becca if I'm understanding this fucking, like, subtext.
Is that good enough for you?
No, it's not. I already know the answer before Becca voices it out. When at last she releases a deep breath and nods, albeit with great reluctance, I immediately tackle her into a hug.
Thanks, Becca.
It's always been you with him, isn't it?
Fuck off.
Did you say something?
Yes, she did. She said something very, very catty.
Me? Nothing. Don't mind me.
If you say so.
Okay, guys, showtime's close, so I
Good.
think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Anyone here has a smaller bill?
I think I do. Hold on.
Pull myself from Becca to get my wallet from my bag, and oh, the letter's gonna fall out. Guys, the letter's totally gonna fall out. Alright, you know what? This scene's going on a little bit longer than I'd like it to. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the episode here. I have a feeling I can tell where this is gonna be fucking going in the immediate future, so... Let's go ahead and save now. And we will pick this up in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below how you're enjoying the series so far. What do you think's gonna happen? Who's your favorite character? Who's your least favorite character? Is this your first time experiencing the letter? Have you played it before? Have you seen it before? All that good stuff. Also, make sure you're subscribed for more episodes of the letter and more episodes of Night in the Woods. I think Night in the Woods is still going on as of this posting. If not, then Tales of Exilia. So, yeah. Come say hi. Make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.